Welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation with me, your host, Owen. Channel that brings you your team every single day. Well, guys, it is Wednesday, the 4th of October. We are building up to the Aris Limassol game tomorrow in the Europa League as Rangers prepare for their second game and hopefully follow up on that well-earned victory over Real Betis with another victory. Some more interesting news as regards management as well. We'll be talking about that a little bit. And also the fact that James Tavernier and Steve Davis both spoke to the media today ahead of the game. Interesting, very, very interesting to see that obviously the captain was put up for interview as well as Stephen Davis as well. Story coming out of the Raiders Review and other media outlets. Chris Jack, one of the primary movers behind this thing, was, when Chris Jack reports something, it's usually fairly accurate, saying that Kevin Muscat had a Zoom interview scheduled for today with James Bisgrove, apparently. So is it that Muscat is now the forerunner for the job? He is apparently delaying on a contract renewal with Yokohama Marinos. He's apparently slowed and dragged his feet over that, which obviously would limit the amount of compensation package that we'd have to pay if that was the manager they decided to go for. Certainly interesting news there. What do you got at Muscat? A lot of rumours saying that if Muscat is appointed as the manager, Craig Moore, former Ranger, will be appointed director of football, as the two are known to have an excellent relationship. Certainly very interesting news indeed. But let's get to the main news of today, which is the press conference that the Rangers gave. And it's the first managerial press conference post Michael Beale, which is was great to see Stephen Davis there as our interim manager, taking the questions, fielding the media, and obviously backed up by James Tavernier, the captain, as well, which is certainly something that Tav needs to start doing as captain. He needs to start actually acting like a captain, because that's certainly what he is not at this moment in time. Davis obviously spoke first of all about the fact that getting the phone call was a shock. He didn't expect it, but he said he was again reiterated that he was exceptionally honoured that the board have put their trust in him. He said that things moved exceptionally quick and he got to work straight away on Monday morning. So it's good to know that Stephen hit the ground running and was ready to go. But I think, it just shows, doesn't it? Stephen Davis is a Rangers man through and through. He is Rangers royalty. And, the fact that he is so humble and so honoured to be asked to do this job and take this job on is just fantastic. And look, I want to reiterate what a lot of people have said, including Dave Edgar from Heart and Hand. My good buddy Curry said it as well. If these players do not run through walls for this man tomorrow, if these players do not turn up for this man tomorrow, then they can leave our club and never darken our doorstep again. This man is Rangers royalty. You do not mess with him. You do as he says, or else you get out of our club. Davis also said that he wants to give the boys the freedom to play. So we had a positive result against Betis, and another good result will put us in a good position in the group. I know the strengths of a lot of players in this group. Davis, he's going to say that, isn't he? He's not going to come out and say, well, they're all rubbish, is he? I mean, that's just the end of the day. And it's good that he wants to give the boys the freedom to express themselves, the freedom to play, and hopefully he can install some sort of system and some sort of tactics that have been sadly lacking since the start of the season, when Michael Beale didn't seem to know, number one, his best starting 11, or what system he actually wanted to play. And Davis will know the strengths of the players. He's been alongside them since the start of the season. So, he knows what to expect from these guys. So all very good that he has that inside knowledge on them. He says, I have ambitions and I'm determined to make the most of the opportunity I have been given. And it's good that he's got that drive. And we know that Davis has got that drive. You've just got to look at the guy's playing career to understand, the fact that he is a driven individual. He's an individual who wants to succeed and he is a winner. I mean, you've just got to look at the guy's medal haul to know that he is a winner. And he is someone that wants Rangers to do well. So, absolutely fantastic. He also said he has a lot of respect for everyone in the dressing room. He said, ultimately, we all want to win games of football on a consistent basis, which, let's face it, as fans, that's all we want from this club, isn't it? We want them to win games and win trophies on a consistent basis. And that's what we want Davis and whoever the next manager is to deliver. Stephen Davis also said there is a lot of character and leaders in the dressing room. Everyone knows it's time to step up. Everyone is hurting, and our focus is on getting a positive result tomorrow. Now, again, this is another thing that hopefully now something has resonated with this group, and I've got a feeling that Alex Ray and that Stephen Davis will have had words with certain players and words with certain groups of players, and basically told them to get their heads out of their asses, pull their fingers out, and get on with it, because their performances have not been acceptable on a level for Rangers. And I certainly hope that has happened. And look, if Stephen Davis came up to me, I would listen to him, because this is a guy who's been there, seen it, done it, bought the t-shirt and the dressing gown and the slippers as well. Also good to hear that Raskin and Roof are both fit now. Nicholas Raskin, as we know, travelled with the squad. There was photos of him on the club's Twitter travelling out to Limassol. There was also photos on the club's Twitter of Kamar Roof training with the first team squad. So both Roof and Raskin are fit now. This is great news that Kamar Roof is fit. As I personally wouldn't put Dessers anywhere near that team tomorrow. I think the guy's got zero confidence. I think they need to take him out of the firing line. Maybe have him on the bench, yes, but Kamar Roof for me has to start and play at least, part of that game tomorrow. Stephen Davis said Raskin and Roof have travelled and will be available to play part of the game. So it's interesting he's saying play part of the game. Hopefully that is a substantial part, and a part that will obviously help Rangers to succeed. They are very, very good, very, very talented footballers. Stephen Davis went on to say that he said, I thought it was too good an opportunity for me to turn down. I want to help this club in any way I can. We're all together and focused on getting results back. He said it's been an intense few days trying to watch as much footage as possible. Aris has changed the system 3 times in the last 5 games. The boys are well prepared and ready to go tomorrow night. So it's good that, Davis has already hit the ground running. He's already checking out game tape. He's already watching them. He's already preparing them. He's seemingly, wanting to put into place a set of tactics, an idea of what he sounds like. He only knows more than Michael Beale knew in his entire tenure, to be honest with you. He also said that he was continuing his injury rehab and he is starting to feel better, which he says was very important to him. He said that he feels also that he has good experience alongside him with the coaches that are supporting him, with Alex Ray, for example, Stephen Smith, Colin Stewart, and Coach Gilmore. So he feels that he has good support there and, good coaches there to bring him on and help to develop this team and hopefully get that positive result away tomorrow night in Limassol. Club captain, yes, that controversial fella, the man who divides the fan base, and if you dare attack him, his supporters will come after you on social media and call you all the names under the sun. James Tavernier also spoke to the media today. He says we need to get a result tomorrow night. No shit, Sherlock. We have started the group well and can put ourselves in a good position. The fans want us to be successful. We know that, and everyone wants to be winners here. We have to take responsibility and make the difference in games. Same old from Tav. He said we expect challenge tomorrow. They like to press and catch teams on the counter-attack. So we have to be well balanced. We expect an open game of football, but I have full belief in this team to get the job done tomorrow night. It is going to be a difficult situation where Rangers do need to, they have obviously a lot of injuries. We have a lot of key players still missing, even with Roof and Raskin back. We're still missing Cantwell and Lawrence, for example, just to name but 2, Matondo. So there is a number of key players missing. So, Rangers do have a difficult task when it comes to naming a competitive team for tomorrow night. But I'm confident with the players we have and the potential we have. And if Roof is back, that is a massive, massive boost for this team. Well, guys, let me know what you think of what Stephen Davis has had to say, and also Captain Fantastic, Mr. James Tavernier, letting me know what he's had to say as well. As always, guys, if you've enjoyed the content, please hit the sub, ring the notification bell, and 2 things I always need from you guys. Number 1, to smash the like, it helps the channel, and number 2, remember we are the people.